If you are someone who weighs themselves every single day and it changes a couple of pounds every single day, you're not imagining it. It is happening, even though nothing has actually really changed. Your diet has stayed the same, your exercise has stayed the same. The truth is it's just your hormones. So the question then becomes, should we actually weigh ourselves every single day?
Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like it now.
I'm sorry if you guys hear something, it's my dog. He's sitting right here with me, and he feels like he needs a lot of attention. The truth about the scale. The The truth is that the scale literally just tells you the amount of gravity, of force that the earth is pulling on you. That is all the scale says, is literally just quantified in pounds. It has nothing to do with, and I'm talking about a basic scale. It has nothing to do with seeing how much water you're retaining. It has nothing to do with, okay, what you've eaten. If you've had enough fiber that day, or the previous day. It doesn't tell you how much muscle you have. It doesn't tell you how much fat you have. It doesn't tell you how much your bones are weighing. Some people's bones are more dense than others. It is literally just a whole picture of how much gravitational force that the earth has on you. That is literally all that it is. So when the number changes a couple of pounds day to day, does that actually matter? Well, yes and no. I could tell you, as someone who has lost 4% body fat in the last 3 months, it's not a ton, but not bad for the past 3.5 months. My number on the scale has not changed. And I don't mind showing you guys, is literally like not changed, or maybe has gone down a pound. If I had a scale that only showed me how much gravitational force the earth had on me right now, I would not be mentally doing well. It's just how I am. I was someone that weighed myself on a daily basis. I'll get into that later, but it's not, for me, it was not healthy. First, I want to talk about why I am even bringing up this topic. So, I listen to Mind Pump. I absolutely love listening to their show, or should I say, watching it on YouTube. I'll have this particular show linked below, but they do talk about, should you weigh yourself daily? And there are some people that they say you can do it, and there are some people who you say can't do it. I am for sure one of those people that if it is just a normal scale, I cannot do it on a daily basis. Why is the scale so different in midlife? Well, your body becomes more sensitive to hormone fluctuations, stress, sleep changes, maybe some foods that you might have previously only been a little sensitive to, you are much more sensitive to now. Basically, our bodies just change in midlife. So those little fluctuations on the scale are going to be a lot more dramatic than they used to be, much to our mental detriment as women. Because a lot of times in this period of life, you think, oh, I have finally got things down. Like your 30s, you've got it down. You're good to go. You figured out your body. You're way more confident than you were in your 20s. And then all of a sudden, like, wait, this isn't working anymore. Everything that I've done for the past several years is not working. What is going on? And you feel like something is wrong with you. And the truth is, nothing is wrong with you, but your body is changing. And therefore, we just kind of need to change our mindset a little bit. So, can weighing yourself daily be helpful to you? Well, I personally can't do it, but there are people who can weigh themselves daily. If you're someone that just kind of gauges is like, oh, I'm doing okay. I lost here, I gained here. Okay, I know where I am on my cycle. I know that at this time of the month, I am going to go up, usually 1 or 2 pounds. Maybe, okay, in my midlife now, I'm going to go up 3 or 4 pounds. Okay, I'm good. It will come back down. I'm just going to stay the course. If you are that person, please feel free to just weigh yourself every single day. Stay the course. Do what you've been doing. This video might not even be for you, but I would love it if you would stay to the end anyways. Weighing yourself on a daily basis can show trends over time. So if you're someone that can take a weekly or a monthly average, like write it down or just kind of file it in the back of your brain, please do. I actually at one point had a notes page on my phone where I kept track of literally everything. I kept track of my measurements, like my weight, my thighs, my waist, my arms, like my biceps. I kept track of everything on there, and I kept track of my body fat percentage, and I loved it. Well, I loved it until all of a sudden the numbers seemed uncontrollable and nothing that I did helped at all. This is when weighing yourself daily is not helpful. If it affects your mood, this was me, and I'm sorry to say, my husband literally had to take my scale away from me and he would hide it. And actually, he threw away a couple of different scales and then I would buy more. Like it was a whole push and pull thing. But if you're someone where it affects your mood, daily, like, just don't do it, girl. Like, look for other metrics or measurements. You should not be that type of person that is weighing yourself on a daily basis if it is making you restrict food. So here's the thing is if you go on the scale and maybe you're a little bit bloated, and you had a hard workout the day before, and then you're like, oh, I'm just going to eat less today. That is not what you should be doing. You should actually probably be upping your protein and making sure that your body gets enough fuel for the recovery that it needs to, or that it needs, because your body is inflamed, your body is trying to recover. But if you don't fuel your recovery, your body is going to be cannibalistic and it will end up eating your muscle. We don't want that. We want muscle. Muscle is sexy. So you want that. And remember, muscle weighs way more than fat. So I will put a pound of muscle and a pound of fat picture somewhere on here. But this is a powerful picture because they weigh the same thing. So if you were to put them on a scale, they weigh the same. But which one do you want more of on your body? And if you are restricting your food, you could end up accidentally, like not because you're trying to, but with more fat on your body than muscle, because your muscle, it needs more fuel. So the more muscle you have on your body, the more you need to eat. So making sure that you are not cutting those calories is essential. So if you're someone that when you see your number go up, and this was me, I would stop eating. I would literally, there were times where I would fast literally the next day without doing any preparation, 24-hour fast, which messed up my metabolism. I would fast the next day. And the truth is that I messed up my muscle mass because I was like, oh, I went up. I need to not eat the next day. And another thing is it might make me feel like you're failing. Oh, here he comes. The truth is, ladies, if you're consistent, you're not going to fail. Maybe you need to tweak one or two things, but if you're consistent and you're doing the right things and you're doing your research and you are making yourself a study, and if you're making yourself a study of one, then you are going to succeed. It just takes a little bit of time. So again, if you're someone where weighing yourself on a daily basis is causing you anxiety, don't do it. Find another metric, find another way. So here is what I actually recommend. If you're someone where you have to know your numbers, and that's me, I have to know my numbers. I need to know if I'm on the right track or not. A regular scale is not going to give that to you. I know it's a way cheaper option. If it's going to take away your peace, don't do it. I actually use a Hume scale. I think that's how you pronounce the company's name. This is not an ad. This is literally like my peace of mind. I do have a discount code below, or I'll put a discount code below, but it tells me literally everything. And it's the only way that I know that I have been able to lose 4%, around 4% body fat. And I'm not perfect. I'm not like the skinniest person. I'm definitely not at a goal weight, but even seeing those metrics has made me want to change from a goal weight to a goal body fat percentage, because I love seeing the body fat percentage number go down. And I didn't lose 4 pounds of body fat. Well, I did lose 4 pounds of body fat, but that's not 4% of my weight. I lost for around 4 pounds of body fat and I gained around 4 pounds of muscle. So it's kind of like a net zero thing for me. I haven't really lost any weight, but I look incredibly different. And the way that the scale works is it wants you to weigh in around 4 times a week and it takes that weekly average. I try and make it onto the scale that many times a week, but the truth is that some weeks I don't actually make it onto the scale. I only weigh myself first thing in the morning. Therefore, if I am too busy that morning to even stop to weigh myself, then I just don't. And I just don't get those perfect percentages that week, and that has to be okay. And if you're someone that can't afford or does not want those metrics and your regular scale is taking away peace, give it to your significant other. Like my husband took mine. I literally needed him to take it away, or something as simple as not putting it somewhere where it's in your way and you're just going to step on it. I actually got to the point where I was weighing myself like 3 times a day. I was super obsessive. And just putting it in a different spot, like under the bed and on carpet. So, because you can't weigh yourself on carpet, it doesn't work. Doing that, then I wouldn't weigh myself as much because I had to actually go get the scale, bring it back to the bathroom or a hard surface, and then weigh myself and then put it back. It was easier to not do that, especially with how busy I can be. So if you need to kind of step away from the scale a little bit, please do that for your mental health. It's totally not worth it. The stress that I put myself through probably made my journey 2 times harder than it needed to be. So what are some other metrics that you can go by? Well, if you are lifting weights, and I highly suggest that you should, I'm going to be coming out with a strength video soon that goes along with my 6 essential layers to midlife. I will link that video above. But if you are someone who is lifting weights, are your numbers on your weights going up? Are you getting stronger? If you are, that is a number, that is a metric that you can say, oh, yeah, that's great. I was so proud of myself the other day. I just have to share it with everyone. I was on the leg press and I'm doing, I think it's the Hatfield method right now, where you're really working on building your strength. I leg press 360 pounds. That's more than twice my weight, or actually right around twice my weight. Like, it was amazing. And I was so incredibly excited. That is a huge metric for me. I went up in weight on my lift. Another metric that you can go by is energy levels. How do you feel? And you kind of need to average these too, because you know that during the month, like, your energy levels are possibly going to change. If it changes, it changes. It is okay. But on an average, are you feeling like you have more energy? Are you feeling like you have less energy? If you're not feeling like you have good energy, maybe you need to check on something. Another one is, how do your clothes fit? These leggings that I'm currently wearing right now are really loose. I actually need to go down a size in them. But like I said, I haven't lost any weight, but I have lost body fat, or I have gone down in body fat percentage. I have lost body fat, but I've gone down in body fat percentage. So those metrics are important to keep track of. Are your clothes fitting better, or do you even need to buy new clothes? And one of the last metrics that you can go by is, are you being consistent? And you may need to be really honest with yourself and have an honest conversation, but are you being consistent? And what does consistency look like? I have another video that I will link there where I talk about what it does it take to actually be consistent, and what does it look like in midlife. Spoiler alert, it's not making sure that you do every workout every day and every week is perfect, because that is just not how this time of life goes. So if you miss a workout or two, it's okay. But are you week to week grinding away, and are you chipping at it little by little? And that's all that you can really ask for at this point. Just make sure that you are being as consistent as you possibly can be. No one is perfect, okay? If we were perfect, we would be in heaven with Jesus right now. But we're down here on earth and we're not perfect. So therefore, you just need to do the best that you can. So ladies, just remember, the scale, if you are someone who chooses to weigh yourself, it is just a data point, and it is one data point. It is not all of the data points, and it does not define you. There are so many more things that define you, like who you are in your relationship with Christ. Are you a good parent? Are you a good sibling? Are you a good daughter? Like, there are so many other things that define you in your life. Make sure that you are defining yourselves in the right way, and not by this arbitrary number that is literally only the gravitational force that the earth has on our bodies. So just remember that real progress takes time. Give yourself time. In my 20s, I would have been able to lose weight very, very quickly. In my 30s, all I could do, well, I'm still in my 30s, but all I can do is gain weight. And now finally, I'm looking at different metrics. I'm taking a lot of stress off of myself. And that is how you should be looking at things too. Don't stress, okay? It's just a number. It does not define who you are. Thank you so much for tuning into Mandy Moves, Fit in the Chaos. I'm so excited that I was able to share this little bit of information with you. Remember to check the description box for that link to Hume Health. I will have it linked below. I hope you guys all have a beautiful day. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.